Hey everybody, I want to talk about the new supply and some of the situations that surround this concept. So I'll start with you ladies. Whenever another woman enters the picture, I'll preface this by saying, if you're dealing with a narcissistic male, chances are probably good, especially if you just met him. Chances are good that you're probably maybe not dealing with a bona fide narcissist as much as you're dealing with a guy who has read dating books for men, pickup arts, etc. A lot of the dating material for men is to one point, and that's to get them laid, right? Because that's the priority for men. Men are looking to secure a sexual partner. End of story. So a lot of the dating books out there, a lot of the pickup arts books are dedicated to this is what it takes to maximize your sexual success. Well, for you ladies, the maximum sexual success for a man does not involve one woman. It doesn't. You can have a lot of sex with one woman, but trust me, you can have even more sex if more than one woman's involved. So there's shit tons of information out there on how to do this. So you may not be dealing with a narcissist, you just may be dealing with a man who has studied, and it works through all of the mechanisms of seduction science. It is very easy to do as a man. It's very, very easy. So understand first and foremost, if you're a lady and there is another lady in the picture, that you, especially one that you did not just discover on your own, that's what's going on. There is just get on. All you have to do is just start Googling how to make any woman obsess over you, how to make multiple women obsess over you, and my favorite, how to get multiple women to sleep with you and to be okay with it. Yes, that's a thing. So there's a really good book that I love to recommend for both genders to read, and that's a book called The Natural. It's by an author named Richard La Ruina. It looks like La Ruina, like ruin, like you ruin a tablecloth or anything else ruinable. La Ruina. It's an excellent book. I've recommended it for women to read, and women find it very fascinating. And so do men. It's a very fascinating book. It really demystifies a lot. But I'm not going to get into that any more than I need to. The introduction of the new supply is for one of several reasons. Number one, he just wants to have more sex, and there's a way to do it where he can do it and the girls know about each other. The other reason for it is really just to sort of attack your self-esteem and to compare you to another woman. They love to make confusing statements like, but she's not you, and then they proceed to insult this other woman to you. You don't even know why they're saying this. I can tell you what's behind that, the whole she's not you thing. There's a phrase, an expression in media, in journalism, where they say no publicity is bad publicity. In other words, no matter what the coverage is, it can be spun positively. If you're thinking about him, whether it's good or bad, no matter what the emotion is, you're thinking about him. And as long as you're thinking about him, then what that does is that closes you off to other men. So it's a way of laying claim to you. You might be mad at him, you might hate his fucking guts, but you're going to be in such a fucked up emotional state, you're not going to want to date, right? So that's part of the process of laying claim and securing it, is if he's got other girls, you're going to close off this girl so that she doesn't move on. Is preventing you from moving on. And I think most all of you ladies have experienced that at least once. That's what's behind it. Because it's easy enough for a man to come back in and reopen you. That's what it is. And it's very easy to do. Here's the other thing you ladies need to understand. When there's another woman in the picture, it is not a reflection on you at all. You really haven't done anything wrong. He might convince you that you have. But if he's still talking to you, then you haven't done anything wrong. Okay? If he's still trying to have sex with you, and understand there are situations where if you're a female narcissist, it's possible to make guys behave this way. But I'm talking specifically about if you're a neurotypical empathic female dealing with a narcissistic male. Okay, that's the scope of this section, right? He brings another woman into the picture just to make you feel bad and insult you. It's really not a negative show on you. And let me explain why. Attractive women are very easy to get. It's simple. All you have to do as a man is go spend $20 to $30 in a bookstore and dedicate several weeks of your life to reading these books with intent. And you can take attractive women home with you. That's pretty much all there is to it. Period. So it's not a bad reflection on you, like you didn't lose him, especially if he's still talking to you. He's doing this to triangulate you and so that he can sleep with more than one girl. Again, the whole shelves of books are written on this topic. It really is that easy. So what you need to understand is that he's doing this because he can, and it's simple. And he's doing this to get more sex. And he's not a great guy. Now there is the one exception is whenever you're just starting out dating and you're meeting people for the first time. Understand, when you meet a new guy or a new girl, you're sort of the new kid on the block. You're the new person in their lives. Everybody else that they know, they've known longer, and they may very well have fuck buddies or friends with benefits. That ought to be expected, because it's almost a red flag if you meet somebody who has not been able to secure any kind of sex for themselves. That's more of a red flag than anything else, unfortunately. So there's that. That's really just kind of sort of a sign of the times. Now, you guys, whenever you catch a girl cheating on you, above all else, you should dump her and leave her and not mess with her anymore, because she is looking to leave you. Okay? Plain and simple. She thinks she can do better. She's playing the sex card. That's the card women play when they're serious about securing another guy. She has not left you yet. Women like to use the term moving on. Okay? Women, and you ladies know this, there's a difference between cheating, having an affair, and moving on, which is when you're done with a guy, you're done with a relationship. But, moving's complicated. Breakups aren't so easy, especially if you're living together. There's moving vans involved, etc. I think nearly every woman has done this in their lives. For sure, every woman has known another woman doing this. Women will also cover for other women who are doing this. It's like, yeah, she's trying to leave Bob. She's trying to move on. So women will cover for other women while they're trying to find a new mate to go to. That's just how it is. Now, if you catch your girl cheating on you with another guy, and she comes back with, "Oh, I'm so sorry, it was an honest mistake," or "I'm just so confused," and you know, I really love you, I don't know how this happened. They start trying to make up with you. It's because they're not secure enough in the new relationship where they can feel comfortable leaving. So they try to hang on to you until such day that they are comfortable enough. And then what does it become? Well, you're just a controlling asshole, you son of a bitch. All you want to do is control me and blah, 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 blah. And then they pack up a Walmart sack of panties and they leave. You know, that's whenever they feel confident enough. This is one reason why women have the friend zone. The friend zone is there as an emergency bailout. There's always the assistant manager friend that they can fall back on and hop in his bed. Now, yes, not every woman is like that. So for you ladies watching and sitting there typing your hateful stuff, just hold on. You know, because what I'm saying is, all you ladies know that there are ladies out there like that. The concept of moving on is something I think every woman has done. So there's a male perspective to this. When you get caught, you're caught, and you know you're caught. Plain and simple. Lastly, it's always a mistake to try and reach out to the new supply, because at that point they think you're an asshole, a controlling asshole, piece of shit, bastard, whatever. Or, you know, for the case of you ladies, you're just a psycho, emotionally unstable, manipulative female, blah, blah, blah. It's just not going to work. Don't ever proactively reach out to them. See, narcissists are like a gypsy curse. You can't get rid of them. You got to give them to somebody else. So here's your chance. Just let the new supply learn on their own and go run in the opposite direction and look for a quality partner. Chances are they may or may not ever reach out to you once they figure out who they're with. It's always a mistake for you to initiate contact. Sometimes they'll reach out to you, like, you know, in a display of how awesome they are, for, you know, because they think that they have to be super macho or you know, defensive of this delicate flower. You know, just all you have to do is just take it in stride. If you expect it, don't really fight or argue back. Just say, well, you know, you don't know them. You know, once you get to know them, then we can talk. And I'm not doing this. You know, something like that. Just kind of dismiss it. Don't fall for that bait. So, anyways, that's about all I got on this. I gotta get to work. So I'll see y'all on the next video.